That's it, very impressed. Shoulder round, good head fake. Well, you're making a missile as well.
Fights that have literally ended in seconds. He fought legends: Klitschko, Usyk, Ruiz, Ngannou.
Biggest shot I have seen live.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is dangerous.
I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. You know, a lot of people are not giving him the credit that I think he deserves. You know, win or lose.
Invincible, and he can take every punch out there, and he's, you know, obviously they call him the juggernaut.
Every shot that goes, either is it a slip, is it a counter, with such high level, such high skill, such good punch picking.
But this shows you that you can't jump in with a professional boxer who's a former two-time world champion and expect to be able to compete.
The whole boxing world is shocked after seeing Anthony Joshua's new bulked-up physique. Tyson Fury's reaction tells you everything. He looks at Anthony Joshua's new size and instantly senses the danger. Anthony Joshua appears focused, powerful, and ready to end matters early. In this story, Jake Paul is the one stepping into a bad night.
Shockingly terrible. Yeah, shockingly, yeah. Down. Very much down. Can't shake it. Can't shake the cobwebs.
Spencer Oliver lays it out in plain words because he knows what a real heavyweight can do. Anthony Joshua destroyed Francis Ngannou without stress, and now Jake Paul is stepping into the same fire with far less experience. One clean shot from Anthony Joshua could end everything for him.
God help Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level. You know, white-collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by, and that was in Tommy Fury. Now he stepped up to the...
Alexander Usyk doesn't hype things for fun, so when he calls it crazy, it hits different. He's looking at Anthony Joshua's new size and power, and even he knows this matchup makes no sense. If a champion like Usyk feels the danger, Jake Paul has every reason to worry.
It's
wow,
my friend, but it's crazy, man. Listen, I say.
Johnny Nelson's words carry weight because he sees the danger that most ignore. Anthony Joshua has transformed into a heavier, more powerful version of himself. Every move looks calculated. Every punch feels heavier and sharper. When he steps into the ring, the energy changes. Fighters like Jake Paul, they're walking into a storm they cannot control. And this new physique only adds to that fear.
Hey, this is the new Anthony Joshua.
I like this. I like this. Listen, so you hear the likes of what Wilder has to say, Fury has to say, White has to say. These men are raw. You're thinking, why not?
Frank Warren makes it clear that this fight heavily favors Anthony Joshua. His size, skill, and experience tower over Jake Paul, who lacks a real boxing background. Every detail of his training shows he is ready for anything. Stepping into the ring now means facing a man who can end the fight at any moment with precision and power that only a true champion possesses.
You know, AJ's a massive, massive favourite. He's a natural heavyweight, two-time world champion, Olympic gold medalist. We've all seen him. He can punch, he can bang. You see what he's done to Ngannou. Jake Paul, I don't think he's had amateur experience. He's had 12 fights, I think, as a...
Piers Morgan captures the moment perfectly because confidence can be deadly in boxing. Anthony Joshua is riding a wave of momentum that makes him almost untouchable. Every punch he throws comes from a man who knows his power and timing. Jake Paul stepping in now is not just risky, it is walking straight into the eye of a champion who has peaked at exactly the right moment.
To predict it, all I would say is Joshua is on a real high right now.
Derek Chisora's warning is serious because he knows the dangers of underestimating any opponent. Anthony Joshua now looks bigger, stronger, and more focused than ever. The fight is shaping up to be a masterclass if handled correctly. Jake Paul is in for a rough night, and the only way he survives is if he somehow adapts to a level far beyond anything he has faced before.
But I will say this to AJ, don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But 1 or 2. Put it this way, AJ has to kill him in 3 rounds.
David Benavidez sums it up with simple truth. Anthony Joshua is a champion in every sense of the word. Every move, every punch is backed by years of experience and gold medals. Facing someone like Jake Paul, who has limited exposure to real boxing, is like walking into a lion's den. Anthony Joshua's physique now only makes him even more dangerous and ready to dominate from the first bell.
But Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him.
Anthony Joshua is speaking with the confidence of a man who has already planned the fight in his head. Every punch he throws will carry intention, and every movement will teach lessons Jake Paul has never learned. His new physique makes those punches heavier and his presence in the ring more intimidating. This is more than a fight. It is a demonstration of why experience and power always win.
I'm going to land heavy punches, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to expose him to certain tricks in boxing that he may not have seen yet, and I'm going to bring him to another school of boxing that I don't think he's been exposed to yet.
Johnny Nelson makes it clear that size and presence matter more than ever. Anthony Joshua has grown into a heavyweight who dominates the ring with sheer physicality and technical skill. Every move looks heavier and more precise, and Paul will feel the difference the moment the fight begins. Anthony Joshua's power and experience make him the one to watch, while Jake Paul is clearly out of his depth. This is a heavyweight story where one man carries the weight of expectation and the other carries the burden of risk.
Anthony Joshua is bigger than Jake Paul in our world. So there'll be more of a judgment on Anthony Joshua than there will be on Jake Paul, because Anthony Joshua is expected to get this boy blasted out of there.
Duke McKenzie sums it up perfectly, because this fight looks simple on paper, but dangerous in reality. Anthony Joshua has the power, the skill, and the experience to control every round. Jake Paul may earn money, but he is walking into a storm. One serious punch could end everything, and Anthony Joshua's presence in the ring makes it clear that this is not a fight to gamble with. The odds are stacked heavily in favor of the heavyweight champion, and any underestimation could be disastrous.
It'll be the easiest fight of his career. If he wants to get 100 million and not even break sweat, you know, you take the fight. Is it going to enhance his stock as the world's #1 contender? Not at all, because nobody's going to take Jake Paul seriously. But on the other hand, I don't even want to play devil's advocate. What if Joshua hurts this guy, seriously hurts this guy, and puts this guy in...
Eddie Hearn's words paint a clear picture of what is coming. Anthony Joshua is not a man to hold back, and his physique now gives him even more weight behind every punch. Jake Paul faces someone who strikes with precision and confidence, and the night will be unforgiving. There's no room for mistakes, and every second in the ring favors Anthony Joshua. His focus and determination make it clear that this will not be an exhibition, but a masterclass in power and skill, where one man dominates completely.
It's a very dangerous night's work, and AJ will be, you know, people say, oh, will he take it easy on it? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out as soon as possible.
Carl Froch delivers the blunt truth because he knows what a real champion can do in the ring. Anthony Joshua has the skill to dominate quickly and efficiently, and his new physique only strengthens his advantage. Jake Paul lacks the experience and the defense needed to survive. Every punch Anthony Joshua throws lands with intent, and his control over the ring is obvious. The fight is expected to be short and brutal, with the outcome heavily favoring the seasoned champion, while Jake Paul is left struggling to cope with a level of power and expertise he has never faced.
What should happen? This is a one-round job, because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance, and fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. he can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
Henry's reaction is exactly what fans are feeling because the difference in size and power is clear for everyone to see. Anthony Joshua has transformed into a heavyweight who dominates with every punch and every move. Jake Paul is entering a ring where the opponent's skill and strength are overwhelming. The odds are stacked against him, and Anthony Joshua looks unstoppable. This fight tells a story of experience versus ambition, and the difference between a seasoned champion and a fighter who has never faced this level of intensity.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Jake Paul has gone from this fight to this fight. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but one is a little bit bigger than the other. So what is going on here? Why does Jake Paul think that this is something he can do and be successful with?
Dave Allen points out the obvious but important truth that size matters in boxing. Anthony Joshua is a heavyweight powerhouse, while Jake Paul is nowhere near that scale. Every punch from Anthony Joshua carries weight and authority. Jake Paul is stepping into a ring where physical advantage and championship experience heavily favor Anthony Joshua, making this a daunting challenge he is unlikely to overcome. The difference in size, skill, and presence tells a story before the first punch is even thrown.
I'm not sure really, Jake Paul's a cruiserweight, isn't he? Not even that. He won't be anywhere near as big as partner of mine, Anthony Joshua.
The stage is set and the world is watching as Anthony Joshua steps into the ring looking bigger, stronger, and more focused than ever before. His transformation is not just physical, it is a statement that experience, power, and skill cannot be matched by hype or social media fame. Every punch he throws carries years of training, and every movement shows the intelligence of a true champion. Jake Paul may have confidence, but he is facing a man who has dominated real heavyweights, and Olympic gold medals are proof of that dominance. This fight is about more than money. It is about legacy and the difference between someone who has earned every victory and someone who is still learning the ropes. Anthony Joshua is ready to make a statement, and Jake Paul will have to deal with the consequences. Are you backing Anthony Joshua to show why he is a true heavyweight champion? Or do you think Jake Paul will somehow pull off the impossible? Drop your thoughts below and join the debate.